Somebody in Ukraine really likes me. Hey everybody, look. It's a hole in a hole. Welcome to the Squirrel Hole, episode 24. As we know, Katie's back with us now. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
She's a little bit upset because I woke her up to bring her down here to film this. But she's been promoted. She's now a camera person and assistant producer, and which helps with the script. So today, Squirrel Hole number 24. Now without pants. What?
What? I didn't write that.
Right, sure you didn't. All right, so we're going to answer a question about seaborne battle attacks. All right, somebody's been asking about attacking around the Kherson River right here, or on the Kherson area on the Dnipro River. Okay, so here's what's going to boil down to. The dam. The dam has got to be taken. Without the dam being taken, if they try to cross down here, they can blow the dam and flood the area. If they try to cross up here, again, they can blow the dam and drain this area. It would turn into a big mud fest. But if they capture the dam right there, then there's 4 engineer brigades, which means that they could throw at least 4 bridges, possibly 8 bridges across the Dnipro right here and attack across. But what they do first is they'd use small boats, send troops across, capture the far side, use larger boats, bring more stuff in, take the barges that they need, drop the barges in there, and they'd be able to bring about 80 armored vehicles across within an hour. And after they get the first 80 to 160 across, then they take those barges, link them together, and make bridges across there. So it can be done. Again, the dam is the key point. They have to take the dam first. The Ukrainians have a full Marine division now, 4 brigades and other supporting equipment, and some of the Army troops could be used. So yes, it is possible to do a attack across the river and sustain it. There's enough, there's a whole fleet of small boats over here in Odessa, but they'd have to probably take this little area right there, go up the river, and again, the dam is a whole thing. Dam. All right, breaking news. All right, the 72nd Brigade, Russian 72nd Brigade, took over part of PMC Wagner's area, and all along the front, it seems like the Ukrainians are just poking the Russians, and what's happening is they're finding out as soon as they get poked, they shatter. The 72nd Brigade, part of 3rd Corps, all volunteer troops, the best tanks, T-90Ms, BMP-3s, ran. And when I say ran, I mean dropped their stuff and ran. The 3rd Assault Brigade, Azov, hit them. They lost a 3-kilometer area right around here. And let's just say Wagner's not happy because Wagner lost 500 troops securing that area. Boom. Air defense. You got some experts around that are quoting that old, out-of-date secret stuff that got released about how Ukraine is running out of air defense. Okay, here's the deal. $1.2 billion just got allocated for purchase of air defense assets that are not American. What that probably means is Hawk. Over 30 countries have Hawks or have Hawks in storage. Hawks are great missiles. They're easy to set up, easy to integrate into both the old Soviet systems and the new NASAMS and all that, so they can link all that stuff together. There's thousands of Hawk missiles out there in the world, and so they're coming in. Also, the Czech Republic just sent 2 batteries, which are probably 8 launchers, of SA-6 Gainfuls, or 2 Kilo 12 Cubs. So there's about 100 of those launchers in Europe in storage and on active duty, with probably hundreds of missiles that'll probably just start showing up all over the place. Okay, Liberty Ukraine. You got money or you want to support them? Who do we support, Katie?
Liberty Ukraine.
Jeez.
Ukraine. I don't know.
Okay, my daughter has lost brain cells.
It's like what, 10:30? I was asleep.
It's not 10:30 yet. Okay. Nice anime pictures. All right, we're going to talk about something real quick called war crimes. All right, I keep hearing war crimes. War crime is not necessarily what you always think it is. a lot of people are confusing war crimes with unit rules and regulations. All right, and what I'm talking about is not this. See, a lot of people go, "That's war crime." No, it's not. This is a German engineer bayonet that's used to cut down trees. Okay, same misconception is being used about a lot of things. What I'm talking about is 1949 treaty, UN treaty, or International Red Cross treaty, to protect POWs from public curiosity. 1947, we had videos, we had movies, we had pictures, we had everything. The wording is POWs are supposed to be protected from public curiosity. Well, here's what happened. At the tail end of World War II, the big public curiosity would be marching POWs through a town and the civilians having a last go at them. They'd punch them, kick them, stab them, sometimes shoot them as they were walking along, and the soldiers would allow that to happen. And so that was the public curiosity. You don't want POWs mixed in with the public for them to have a last go at them. All right, so that was in 1949. It did not say no pictures, no videos, no anything like that. And so what people are doing in 2014, when the war started, the DPR and the LPR would gather up all the Ukrainian POWs, march them through Donetsk and Luhansk, and the civilians would beat the crap out of them. The same things that the Russians did with the German Sixth Army marching through Moscow. That whole convention, the 1949 convention, was meant to stop that. Pictures were never an issue. In fact, the UN and the International Red Cross, up till Vietnam, had no problem going and taking pictures with the POWs and putting them in their newspapers, their newsletters, and on film. So the UN would have, or the Red Cross would have people in uniform having their pictures taken with POWs. It was not an issue. And remember, the whole thing hasn't been updated since 1949. So you can't just go, we are interpreting it different because of politics. Again, local and national regulations versus the UN. It's not a war crime. Okay. Okay, so the ICRC has stated that pictures of POWs may be released if there is a public interest and the photos respect the POW's dignity. It says that in there. Simple photos for the record are both in the public interest and present and protect the dignity of the POWs. And when I was in Iraq, they wanted their pictures taken because it is a proof of life. That shows that that person is still alive. In Russia right now, they're listing people as, oh yeah, they're still at the front, or they're missing, or what have you, and the families don't understand or don't know what's going on with their people. These pictures, in a neutral setting, right off the combat, or right out of combat and everything, serve a purpose. They show everybody that that person is alive. There's been several people that have vanished on the Russian side, POWs, and there's been war atrocities that if those pictures weren't taken, we would never know about it. The guy that was the hero, Ukrainian hero that was executed, if those pictures weren't taken, nobody would have known about that war crime, and that was a war crime. Again, Russia's still saying that only 7,000 troops have been killed. We know that's true, not true, and these pictures help document. Simple photos that are not propaganda, not coerced, and not abuse are not war crimes. Even the ICRC says that if it's in the public interest, it's allowed. Okay, think about this. If the 64th Brigade hadn't been filming stuff and releasing stuff, the Russian 64th Brigade, we wouldn't know about most of the stuff in Bucha, okay? So those are in the public's interest. In 1991, Saddam Hussein, the POWs were coerced into admitting to fake crimes. That is a war crime. That is not something that is allowed. It's called proof of life. As long as pictures are taken in a respectful manner, I as a soldier, if I was captured, I want to make sure my picture was taken. The U.S. wanted pictures taken of their POWs when in Vietnam to show who was still alive. So by people saying, do not show pictures of POWs, they don't understand what some of it is all about. And the other war crimes, can you bomb a school? Yes, you can, as long as the school has been evacuated and is being used for military purposes. Same for hospitals. If a hospital's been evacuated, big Red Cross, you can't hide behind a hospital. They will mess it up. Any weapon can be abused. Any weapon can be turned into a war crime. It's not, this weapon is just banned for whatever. War crimes, and the thing about war crimes are actually far and few between in combat, because war's a nasty thing, and as long as you follow the rules that are set forward, you won't commit a war crime. And a lot of people don't understand that people like commandos, paratroopers, and things like that, they can't really take POWs. They're not set up for it. And so bad things happen in war. War's never good. And if the guys are up on the front, give them some leeway and just don't start screaming a war crime every time you see something you don't agree with. It's nasty. But I had to cover this because I've had a lot of questions over the last month about this, okay? And I've actually had to give classes in this in the military, and I was in combat. So we actually took pictures. Okay, thanks much. Bye.